This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Hi, Betsy.
What's up, Marcy?
I was just saying to you.
To me.
Oh, brother.
This is perfect.
This is great. We're good at podcasting. We're going to be at the Austin Sketch Fest.
Yes, Friday, May 25th.
Yes, at 8 p.m. at the Spider House Ballroom. We're going to do a live show there.
Ooh, it's going to be fun. Who knows what's going to happen?
Maybe
a ghost will come.
Maybe a ghost will come. I bet we have some fun, spooky guests. I bet we listen to some of your fun, spooky stories.
Okay. I honestly don't know what's going to happen.
We don't know what's going to happen.
We really don't know.
We only know that we're doing it.
Yeah.
So if you have friends in Austin or Texas or whatever,
come.
Tell them about it.
Come and see us
and
live.
if you're there, come see us live. We're going to have fun.
It's going to be real fun.
And we're going to go to some haunted places in Austin, too.
Yeah, we are.
And eat the shit out of some barbecue.
Haunted barbecue. Yum. Haunted tacos.
And then my body will sound like a haunted house afterwards.
Yes, creaky and...
My body always sounds like a haunted house.
Yeah.
It's a spooky.
Your body is a haunted house. Ew, I hate that song.
All right, I'm going to tell you a real crazy thing today.
Oh, great. Okay.
I'm going to tell you about the Loveland frog.
Uh-oh.
Otherwise known as the Loveland lizard.
Ew.
So,
which one is it?
Well, people call it both, but for the sake of the story, let's call it the Loveland frog.
Oh, okay.
So in Ohio folklore, the Loveland frog is a legendary humanoid frog.
What?
Described as standing roughly 4 feet tall, and it's allegedly been spotted in Loveland, Ohio. According to legend, a local man reported seeing 3 frog-like men at the side of the road in 1955.
Uh-oh.
He saw them. They looked like they were conversing. And this is like near the Miami River in Ohio.
They're in a heated argument.
They were in a heated argument, and they're bipedal, so they stand up.
Yes, yuck.
So not just like...
Wait.
What?
Oh, I guess frogs don't have tails. Okay.
Frogs don't have tails.
Okay. Yeah.
They absolutely do not have
but
tails.
But if they're lizards.
Well, that's why I said for the sake of the story, let's say it's a frog. So in 1955, this man saw these 3 frog-like creatures standing over 4 feet tall on the side of the road. So on March 3rd, 1972, at approximately 1 a.m., a Loveland police officer named Ray Shockey was driving on Riverside Drive near the Totes Boots factory and the Little Miami River when an unidentified animal scurried across the road in front of his vehicle.
Ew.
The animal was fully illuminated in his vehicle's headlights, and he described it as a 3 to 4 feet long, about 50 to 75 pounds, with leathery skin.
Yuck.
He reported spotting the animal crouching like a frog before it momentarily stood erect to climb over the guardrail and back down towards the river.
No.
Okay,
that's
a cop.
disgusting.
A cop saw this. A cop saw this.
That doesn't mean
and reported
anything
this.
To me.
Mean, it does mean it in that, like, when he goes back to tell other cop people, they're like, "You're crazy," and he's like, "I know." Like, it's not just like a normal kook being like, "Oh, so crazy thing."
Yeah, I guess
it's someone who has
I
to
don't trust
literally
cops,
like.
though.
I get it. I do. I come from a family of them. They're not telling tall tales.
I mean,
sometimes they are. But, okay, so 2 weeks after the incident, a second Loveland police officer, Mark Matthews, reported seeing an unidentified animal crouching near the road in the same vicinity as Shockey sighting.
Wait, when was that?
So 2 weeks after, in 1972.
After. Okay.
In fact, it was March 3rd at 1 a.m. Like, he literally made a report about this. I guess because he's like, holy shit, we got some big frogs here. Okay, so according to Matthews, he says, because people made fun of them terribly. They really got...
Those 2 cops?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People were like, fucking insane.
Yeah.
So the story later changed that he found a large iguana about 3.5 feet long, and he didn't immediately recognize it because it was missing its tail. Right?
Okay.
Just a large iguana in Ohio. That's where they live.
I mean, they could escape.
That's true. So,
a house.
So one area farmer told investigators that he also saw a large frog-like or lizard-like creature during the same month as the officers. The reports of the 1972 frogman had been hard on witnesses, so the two officers took a lot of flack about it. And then a businessman who did not wish to be identified in 1985.
Mr. IBM.
Yeah. He said that he saw one too. People made fun of them. Years later, in 1999, during a local media interview, Mark Matthews explained that he was tired of talking about the frogman and that he never really saw it at all. It was just an iguana. And then at the time, both witnesses definitely saw something. It just was an upright man-like lizard, but it was really just an iguana. And but Officer Shockey's sister drew it for them, and they're like, "Yep, that's it. That's just a giant frogman, bipedal." But anyway, so there's conflicting reports. Like Officer Shockey's like, "No, I saw a frogman," and
the other one's like, "No, I guess not."
Officer Matthews is like, "Nuh-uh, bruh." So during 2001, Weird Ohio did a follow-up investigation, re-interviewing principals. And Matthews said, "Nope, absolutely not. It was just an iguana." So in August 2016, a local Cincinnati TV station reported that a night of fun turned into a chilling tale of horror when two teenagers playing Pokemon Go between Loveland.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Madreda Road and Lake Isabella claimed to see a giant frog near the lake on August 3rd that stood up and walked on its hind legs.
Fuck. And it was not Squirtle.
Yeah, they were saying like we didn't see it in our
Google
phones.
Image it.
The Loveland frog. Can you believe that they've had over 60 years of sightings?
That's wild.
And
That's wild.
And two of them were cops, and they were like, "Nah, bruh."
Oh, so they are it's a frog that stands up.
Yeah, just a bipedal frog. And that is like truly one of the wildest stories that I've heard, because I was like, it sounds so silly.
It could also be though like a weird mutation.
Yes.
Ooh.
It could be a weird mutation.
Google Loveland frog. It's pretty great.
I mean,
wow.
It's very funny because it could be like, could be a mutation, could be an alien.
Could be an alien.
Could be just some crazy cops.
Could be some crazy cops.
Could be some hysterical men.
Yeah.
Just a town full of hysterical men.
Just like.
And nerds playing Pokemon Go.
Just ingesting fucking asbestos and seeing frogs walk.
I gotta say, not enough weird cryptoids in our stories, right?
I know. We need more.
I want someone to send me a story about
want more.
Their frogs. They flying frogs, Mothman, all that shit.
Please give us some more stories of that, because it's fascinating. It's like kind of the WB frog.
Yeah.
I think it's just the WB frog.
You think he is a real person?
Yeah. How do you think they got that idea?
That idea that he was real? Absolutely. Yeah. There's no other explanation.
That's the only way. Like, Babs and Buster Bunny are real.
Oh my gosh.
That's the only way they could do it. Pictures are very funny of Frogman.
The abominable snowman. Yeah. That's real. We already know that.
Love it. Yeti, man.
Oh,
Give
man.
me some of that Yeti. That was good.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, man.
What would you do if you saw a big 4-foot frog?
I would lose my mind.
I would be afraid.
Yeah. I'd be like, that's it. I lost it. My mind's gone.
I gotta call the doctor.
Yeah, I gotta go to the nut house.
The nut house.
The nut house.
Guys.
Oof.
Do us a
favor. Google Loveland frog. Please tell us if you've ever been to Loveland or have seen this frog. Or if you've seen another, like a big old frog walking and not in Loveland.
I would think it's really hard for a frog to walk because their legs are just really only made for jumping.
Just for jumping.
Yeah, so it would be so weird for them to just walk.
Yeah, but...
You should eat that. If you find it, though, you should eat them.
They'll be like big old turkey legs from the Renaissance Festival.
Yummy.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd run that frog over with my car and then eat it.
Yeah, Officer Shockey, you should have
You
run
should
him
have
over.
done that.
Also, if you are family members of Officer Matthews or Shockey, tell them thanks. And we'd love to hear their story firsthand.
We'd love to hear their story firsthand. Even if that one is just like, it was a big iguana. I'm like, oh, okay.
And what if they arrest you, Betsy, for saying you hate cops?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay, good.
I just said I don't trust a lot.
You don't trust them? Because you know why? Everybody's human. Mm-hmm. And they all crazy. Mm-hmm. Hysterical men of Ohio. Mm-hmm. You notice no women saw it.
I know.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Guys, do us a solid favor. Why don't you go on over to your podcast listening app? Why don't you subscribe?
Yeah, rate, review.
Yeah, tell some friends.
Tell your friends.
You can also send us your own stories of bipedal frogmen.
Yeah, please.
Ghosts, vampires.
The WB frog.
The WB
That's
frog.
who it is.
A real live iguana. Send it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And come check us out in Austin at Sketchfest.
Yes. It'll be fun.
We are very excited to have this close, longtime personal friend. I said it out of order. Longtime close personal friend. UCB improviser. You can see her with JV on Friday nights at UCB Franklin. Cissy Fenwick.
Hi.
Hi.
I asked Marcy to say that about me.
Well, I wanted to say it too.
Those are the best credits. Friend, improviser. I love it. Sis.
Hi.
Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to talk to you about all of this stuff.
Yeah, you have like an aura of spirituality around you.
Oh, thank you.
Or something glowing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
I took a shower this
You
morning.
took a shower. You tried to wash it off and it didn't work.
Can you wash away auras?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Did you ever go get your aura photo
I
taken?
got an aura photo taken and I literally had every color but tan.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
It's a really beautiful photo.
Oh my God. I really wanted to, and I never made it when they were in.
Yeah, he the guy that does it, he does pop-ups all over the place. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you could catch him again sometime.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just a certain kind of it's like you have two boxes that have metal on like plates of metal. No, it's one box. Maybe it was two or one, I forget. But it's got some kind of like metal plate on it that's connected to the camera so that it emits some kind of light. I don't know if it happens in the room or after though. And it's done like on a Polaroid style
Film or whatever.
Yeah, film. That they don't make them much anymore. But I was like, have you always been into this? Like, no, I just found this camera.
Oh.
And then got into it.
That would be hard for me. I want like
that's a big.
You want it to be like a shaman.
I wanted to be someone who is like, I truly was trying to do something else, and this was my calling. I had to do it.
Well, maybe
like I want it to be that, like
Yeah.
a psychic. Like I was trying to live my life, and I kept figuring everything out.
I
and here
couldn't
I am.
stop taking photographs with colors. Well, it's just to say that like he had to buy the machine came before the business, I guess.
Like that classic
Interesting.
saying, the machine before the business. Which one came first?
Don't put your machine before your business.
I mean,
Don't put all of your machines in one business.
do you believe there was podcasting before recorders?
Oh my
No. There was literally nothing before recorders.
There was like
I'm talking about
podcasting.
hot cross buns, though.
Those recorders. There was like Socrates podcasted just live. Constantly.
You mean people
Right,
having
right.
talks?
Yeah,
Yeah, there were
that's
talks.
what this is now.
I'd say cave drawings were the first podcast.
Oh.
Oh shit!
I
Yeah.
thought those were the first
Visual.
picture books.
Well, that too, but a picture's worth 1,000 words.
First everything. As we do.
First everything.
Cissy, we always start by asking our guests, what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Oh, I really believe in all of it in sort of a layered way. Like, I believe in the paranormal, which sometimes bumps up against a simultaneous belief in past lives.
Yes. Okay.
I'm there with you.
So sometimes that feels confusing. But I think of the paranormal as like, did you guys see that movie with Matthew McConaughey where he like went to space?
Interstellar?
Yes.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of like that, where it's like there's dimensions that we can't see and time is a construct and like stuff like that.
Yes.
That's sort of how I view the paranormal. And then past lives I view as much more like a spiritual sort of archetypal belief system.
Yeah.
Have you had a past life reading yourself?
Yes, I have.
Oh, shit.
Did you find out anything crazy?
So sad.
Oh, no. You know what? I bet.
Yeah, exactly.
I've screamed this so many times. The olden days fucking suck.
Yeah, and I was a woman. So like,
then that's even worse.
Yeah.
And in it, my son died in this very tragic way. So I feel like even if that wasn't true, it still would have just been sad because I would have been a lady like a few hundred years ago.
Did you just have one kid?
So in this, I had one child. It was like kind of late 1700s.
Betsy hates it.
And my son drowned in the lake, like on our property.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
And in the sort of process of kind of like remembering the experience and then kind of like seeing who it felt familiar to in like this life, it was my younger brother.
Oh shit.
And my younger brother is so nice and cool, and he's a wonderful man, but he's really not at all spiritual or like he's a rock climber and he's an engineer.
It's a different kind of spirituality.
And I called him like sobbing and was just like told him about it, and he was so like, wow, yeah, do you feel how do you feel now? And I was like, I feel like I figured some stuff out. And like,
oh my God.
like, I'm really glad for you, sis. Cool. Like, just so, I can't imagine what it must have been like on his end.
Yeah, he was just like,
holy shit.
He's also like 8 years younger than me. So,
yeah.
because for him, he's just like, well, it didn't happen. So,
no, I mean, truly. He's like, okay.
Oh, that's so funny.
I guess it would be the equivalent of someone being like, I had a dream that you died. And they're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I hope I don't die.
Yeah.
And that I'm sorry you went through it.
I know, totally. Yeah, exactly.
I have a question about, because there's that idea of like old souls, right?
Yeah.
So, can you like only come back a certain amount of times?
I don't know.
Reincarnate a certain amount of
I
times,
don't know if there
and then you're done?
any hard and fast rules on it. From what I believe / have heard, it's like that you choose to learn these lessons, that you have a life and you're supposed to learn something, or you want to like experience something.
Okay.
So that your soul can understand it better. And that you can come as much or as little as you need, but that not every soul gets to come to Earth.
Oh, okay.
It's not like just like that they all, or not every being gets to come here. So it's like the idea that it's a lucky thing, but also that like you've really chosen to like experience something.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it's like,
So they're like, let's look at all the souls who want to try to learn something.
and they're like, nah, you suck. No, you suck.
No,
No, you're a
you
good
don't
one.
want to learn anything.
Yeah, you just want to fart. Feel
You want to
farting.
fart all day.
I don't know, but what do
long.
you think about that, Cissy?
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I think it's agreements you might make or experiences you're looking for.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things that it's just very deeply subjective and personal. And like you said,
Yes.
there's like truly no hard and fast rules because no one really knows. It's just sort of this like collective consciousness around like a ton of people have felt this way. And what's weird is like there's circumstances where like little kids will know an insane amount of details about like someone's life. And that feels different to me than like what I feel, which is more like willing to concede it might be the placebo effect. Like,
yes, of course.
You know, like I've had experiences where I felt like stuck in a certain energy. Like I went through a phase like a handful of years ago where I just felt really like lethargic. Like I wasn't depressed. Like I was not really getting out of bed or going out. And so I did this like active imagination exercise that's like a Jungian psychology tool where you sort of like just free associate with a part of yourself. Or like for me, I did it with like a past life. So I like invited whichever like past life person had asked to come back and have the experience I was currently having and to like help me figure out why it's okay and not to have someone's like shame around it. Like this sort of like shame or guilt that I'm like not getting into bed or not engaging in my life.
Wow.
And so I did this kind of long free association journaling session sort of, and it was basically like this woman who lived, you know, 500-600 years ago in like a hut and had like 11 kids. And her husband was long gone and probably dead in a war and like or a fight in the front yard
or
who knows?
just diarrhea.
Yeah, totally.
God.
And she was like, I'm so grateful to just like lie in bed and take baths and truly like not do anything or do anything for anyone or like just to have this time. And it was like incredible. And I was so like, oh my God, I'm so glad to give you this. And like, this really clears up a lot of guilt I was carrying about this. And the next day I like woke up and was like, I'm out the door. I felt like it was really.
That's amazing.
That's wild.
Sometimes I do like, I will feel like guilt about like, why am I not wanting to be social right now? I'm kind of very happy to be alone.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, maybe it's not bad. Like maybe, because I'm like, at the end of my life, am I going to regret all the times that I just hung out at home?
I know.
I'm like, maybe not. I don't know.
Which is such an interesting type of anxiety to have for someone who like believes in past lives. Like, because I'm the same way. And then I'm like, wait a second. I also think I'm going to come back. So
I desperately.
I can't wait.
I desperately do not want to.
You don't. Interesting.
I'm like, I've been saying for as long as I believe that past lives could be a possibility, I'd like to not do this again.
Sure.
And and also when I had a past life reading, they were like, you often don't want to do this. I'm like, right?
Interesting.
They like picked up that's not a new feeling of not wanting.
And is that like an agreement you made with somebody else? And like perhaps you didn't want to come, but somebody else asked you and you were
guess
like,
I've just got some lessons I still gotta learn.
Whoa.
Or you in relation to someone is a lesson they wanted to learn.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Guys,
yeah.
I'm here for you guys. This is all for you. I'm a very selfless spirit.
That's why I'm like, sometimes it is the placebo effect.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like navigating it in a way that like helps you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which.
Yeah. I like don't know. I like the idea of reincarnation. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, I honestly, like, all of my beliefs I don't firmly know.
Yeah.
I just kind of think it sounds like an idea that resonates with me in a way that it feels comfortable to believe.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Like the same way that I don't believe in color theory. It doesn't resonate with me.
Wait, what's the I don't believe
You don't believe in color?
You don't believe in colors?
Well, I believe, or like your hoodie is
bright red.
It's bright red, but it's not bright red. It's every color except for red, and that's what's reflecting off of it.
Wait, what?
You've never heard this? That like black it's not the absence of color, it's all the colors. And so that's why it reflects black. So that's why it is that color. or like that white is the absence of color.
Whoa.
And that like it's like all the colors but the things, and that's why you see it. And I'm like, nah, I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
Am I wrong about what color theory is?
No,
I've never heard it.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I could be making it up, and that's why I don't believe it. Because it's untrue.
But I mean, no, but I think that's fascinating. I think our brains are incredibly complicated, and why? Like, have you all read that Oliver Sacks book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat?
What?
No, but I feel you've maybe told me about it.
It's really neat. It's just these stories that are they're sort of like ghost stories, but for the brain. They're like a collection of these like unbelievable stories that are incredibly wild and odd, that are just the reaction to something in your brain being off.
It's so crazy because like there's that woman who like woke up from a coma and like spoke in a Chinese accent or something, and she's like from England.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, that part of your brain got like just a little out of whack.
I
or
worry
whatever.
that one morning I could just wake up and be like, well, but now I do this new specifically strange thing.
In which case, ideally, you would probably go get an MRI and figure out what, because but the title of this book is like this man who saw his wife and thought it was a hat. Like it's his brain just made her a hat, which is why when you
Did
say
he
like,
ever try to put her on?
How did he interact with the hat wife?
I mean, I haven't read it in years, but these stories are tragically funny.
Yes.
Like, it's...
yes.
Yeah. So, like I said, sometimes, like, ghost stories, like, they're scary and they're, like, your adrenaline's like, what? That could happen? Like, but it's... Yeah, they're really interesting. I have a copy I'll lend it to you.
Yeah, I would love to read that. That stuff
fascinating.
is fascinating.
My grandfather, at the end of his life, was diagnosed as schizophrenic, but it feels kind of strange that at the end of his life he'd be diagnosed for the first time, because it could have also just been dementia. But he was I know that once he thought everyone was vampires. He thought the neighbors were trying to kill him, so he would hide in his attic and plot.
Whoa!
Like just at the end, because he was always he's the sweetest man too. Like on my dad's side, but like at the end of his life, started having like these, like he was in World War II and he was a prisoner of war, but he at some point thought he was back there.
Fuck.
And that he was now again a prisoner of war. So like it was like, are these just is this dementia? Is it schizophrenic? So like hard to know.
Yeah, I mean, again, I never worked with him, but I would say that sounds like PTSD combined with dementia. Like schizophrenia diagnosed that late is incredibly
That seems
rare.
Although we did find things hidden all around the house from years
when
and
he was
years.
younger.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Like just like stocks and bonds and things like that he had hidden money and that sort of thing long ago.
What's that? Old people are hiding money. They just hide money.
Well, also their Depression era, and he was Depression era. He was really intelligent, but like not well educated too.
Well, also they didn't process trauma back then. And he was a prisoner of war and killed his captors.
Hey, we're not talking about
crazy.
it. Whoa!
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, he killed his German captors.
Hell yeah.
Killed 3 of them.
That's fucking cool.
And then just hid out in Paris until the war
my God.
died down. Then he could get back to his platoon.
And then probably came home and everyone's like, "That's so cool," and it is. And
he's
also,
like,
it's
fucked
incredibly
me up.
traumatic.
Yeah, he never talked about his war stories in a way that sounded proud.
Right.
Yeah.
And in fact, I don't know if he ever really told us, but my aunt would say he killed people, but they were bad.
Right.
And it was just like kind of the explanation when I was a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was so mild-mannered and calm, too, that, like, you wouldn't engage. Like, I would never imagine that side of him at all.
Yeah.
So the brain trying to, like, put that into, like, a box in some ways, probably.
Yeah. And, like, what happens when it then meets resistance, like...
Yeah.
A lot of really successful treatments for schizophrenia, and I use the word successful sort of not lightly, but like there's not a ton of success in treating schizophrenia. But improv has proven to be like engaging with the person in a way in which like you agree that it's real for them.
Yeah.
And how that allows them movement.
I've heard that's like that they work with Alzheimer's patients and do
Yes.
that as well too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That they're like, yeah, I am your neighbor. And like
Yes.
you, instead of like being like, no, I'm your grandson or granddaughter.
Right.
You would say like, yeah, that's my name. Like you just go along with it. And that way, instead of them fighting it and being confused and like feeling that you
And
don't,
scared
that you're
and-
telling them something that it's untrue, they just can then relax
Yes.
into it.
Yeah.
And then just start operating as normal.
Right.
But they just call you by this name.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you're very nice, you know.
And you're not constantly re-traumatizing them because it's really scary to like find out that you're 100% wrong.
I can't imagine it. That's why I'm done at 50 years old.
That's so
quit.
young.
Jumping off the Golden
That
Gate
is so
Bridge.
young.
Every time I see old people, I'm like, Mano, you have to kill me when I'm 50.
But our generation's life expectancy and where we're going to be technology-wise medically when we're old, please stick around till we're like 80.
Okay.
Read that Albert Brooks book.
We'll see.
There's an Albert Brooks book, and it's like they've come up with a cure for everything except for aging. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
So, but people are living forever, but they're like, I want to not have an old body.
Right.
But I don't
San
know.
Junipero.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That Black Mirror
Oh,
episode.
I think that's another one where I was like, waited too long. I waited too long for Black Mirror, and then
No, have fun watching them.
Watch this episode. I think it's in season 2.
yeah.
It's called San Junipero. I wish it had been released as a movie, but
Yeah.
it's worth it.
yeah, that's what's good about this, Black Mirror is that you can just they're standalones.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love that series.
Let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll get your paranormal spooky stuff. All right, and we're back with Cissy Fenwick.
That was a really good break, everybody.
Did you like all the things you got to do?
I did. We went on roller coasters.
We went to Grand California Adventure. We went to Wee Spa afterwards.
It was
just to
We
Good.
got completely nude and scrubbed our butts.
It was
because
great.
we've been walking around so much.
Yeah, they needed a
Gotta
good
scrub your
scrubbing.
butt. Gotta scrub your butt.
Those ducts could get clogged.
Oh,
Your butt
butthole?
duct. Your butt ducts.
Yeah, your big old butt duck.
All right, Cissy, tell us what about your butt duct, and then tell us, have you had any paranormal experiences?
Yes.
I mean, you had
Yes.
past lives, so that's
Right. But this story is actually predates when I started even believing in past lives or like was even that spiritual.
Yeah. Were you raised religious or anything?
My parents are like chill atheists,
Okay.
but both of them came from like traditional sort of Catholic families.
Yeah.
okay.
I went to a Catholic school. My mom went to a Catholic school.
Holy
My
shit.
grandmother went
Yes.
to, my dad went to a Jesuit school.
Yeah.
But at home, it wasn't like, it was just like, you go to school here because this is tradition.
Yes.
It's not,
Yeah.
all of this isn't like real necessarily.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
Great. Yeah.
There was a lot of information at school that didn't make a lot of sense, and a lot of me being like, this makes no sense. And then
Yeah.
being like, you're being disrespectful.
Whatever.
And you're like, well, you guys got to get your story straight.
yeah, there's a lot of loopholes in this shit.
And like an all girls school too, like Catholicism, as with a lot of religions, is so misogynistic.
Yeah, it's hard to grapple with.
Yeah.
Especially if you come from like a family that is supportive of like progressiveness in any
Yes.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom like worked my whole life, still works. Like she's just a very, capable woman. And then it's like, but not capable enough to be anything but a nun. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it was
Yeah.
always a little. And then all my teachers, the headmistress was a nun. And so you had these like women in these positions of power to us, but then weren't allowed to be the same. So I feel like it's actually like really lame and shitty to like raise kids on that. And I
Yeah.
wish it had been more pronounced of like, hey, this is something that was invented thousands of years ago that
Yeah.
we can't quite understand why they did it this way, but it sucks. It's not real. You
Yeah.
can be whatever you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of feel like truly only like right now in the past like even 18 months of life have people been like, hold up, wait a second. All of our structures are dumb.
Yeah.
Like even my mom might even be like, yeah, it doesn't make sense anymore for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm like, we can't let just men have control of things.
What a
Yeah.
get.
They're
I
not
know.
only going to be, they're not the only ones who can make good decisions.
Yes. Yeah, I think, or yeah. White men are not the only people who can make decisions.
Yeah.
Feels
Hey, everyone else, you can make decisions too.
like a really great thing that I did not hear as a child.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Big time.
any of us did.
No.
Yeah. So that was my religious upbringing. And then the idea of ghosts in Catholicism is, you know, so weird.
Yeah, I can't even really remember.
Well, I mean, there's the Holy Ghost, so like
Exactly.
we believe,
Oh yeah, the
It's
spirit.
like-
yeah, we
Holy
believe in
Ghost.
zombies because of Lazarus, and we like it's
Yeah.
like, Catholicism is very supernatural. There's
Yes.
saints and miracles and angels
Yeah.
and visions from heaven. Moses parting the
that
sea.
sea.
Like there's a lot of supernatural, and then even in the book like Revelations with like the devil and like all the like gruesome things that you'll find in that book. It's just like
Yeah.
a lot of interesting,
Yeah.
scary, but very paranormal based.
Yeah.
Yeah. But ultimately rooted in religion. So yeah, it was interesting sort of to hear because this paranormal experience that I was told about, it actually did not happen to me, but happened to my mom's parents. Have like a history of owning houses that other people see ghosts in and they never do.
Oh wow.
And it's happened like the two like the biggest experience that has like sort of the most like ugh, like creepy out, give you the
Yeah.
spookies, involves their house in Frederick, Maryland, which is the story I was going to tell today. But I can
Yeah.
also like tell a sort of weird experience that a number of family members had at their house in Antietam, which is like a Civil War.
Oh wow.
I feel we have time for both, probably.
And the
Little
second one's
time.
not really a story; it's just more like an experience.
Tell us about the Frederick's house.
Yeah. Okay. So,
yeah.
my grandparents, for a number of years, lived in Frederick, Maryland, which is just a very old town in Maryland, and they lived in a very old house there, like one of the original houses in like the main square. They lived like kind of off the main square, and like their house was like on a historical tour, and was in the like was a historically registered building, and so all that stuff. And so they bought it. This was probably like in the late 90s. So I was a really little kid when they bought it. And I remember going there when I was younger and like not feeling scared there other than just overwhelmed by like how big it was. Like it was just so much bigger than my parents' house and easy in an insane way, like easy to get lost in or not know where anyone else was in relation to you.
Yes.
Like at my parents' house, it's like small enough that you wherever anybody is in the house, you can hear them, like the access is very easy. And in my grandparents' house, it was like it felt like 5 houses sort of in one, which turns out it was because so the way this spirit was first discovered was my grandmother is an artist, and she they also had a house in Mexico at for a number of years, and my grandmother befriended a lot of other artists in the area where they lived, and became really good friends with this woman, Monica. And she came up to Frederick and stayed at my grandparents' house. And she and my grandmother went to art camp.
Oh, my God. That's the cutest thing.
In Annapolis.
That's so cute.
And
so older ladies and then a bunch of little kids.
I mean, truly, I think it was just, that I would love that so much, especially because my grandmother doesn't really care for children.
Yes.
Just constantly getting mad at them for talking.
Taking our watercolors.
We had to be really good in front of our grandparents.
That's so funny.
And so, so Monica was staying at the house, and she was staying in one of the guest rooms, which is sort of like on the side of the house, and it feels like its own detached place altogether. Like it has its own kitchen, sitting room, bathroom. It's like 2 stories, like and has this big guest room, and so she was staying in there, and she said she woke up in the middle of the night and she felt like someone was with her. So she sort of woke up even more and looked around, and there was this woman just sitting at the edge of her at the edge of the bed. And Monica, like, at first, like, so she told this to my grandmother the next morning over breakfast. She, like, sort of recounted this experience to her. And she said at first she thought it was, like, a friend of theirs that, like, got lost in the house. Like, she just wasn't sure what was going on at first. Because, like, she was like, there could be plenty of other people staying here. I wouldn't really know.
Yeah.
But she said the woman she realized, like, I don't know who this is, but realized it was not someone staying in the house, really.
Sick. Yeah.
And so she still, like, was like, who are you? Like, what are you doing here? What's going on? And she said the woman was like, oh, I'm sorry to wake you up. Like, I used to live here. And
fuck.
I heard there, I know there's new owners, and I wanted to meet them. I want to see who they are.
What a chill ghost.
And Monica was like, I do not own this house. I don't live here. Like, if you want to talk to them, like, go here's how you get to their room.
But while this is happening, does she think this is a ghost or just a person?
She did not know. While it was happening, she didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until like the next morning, she was like, she was having breakfast with my grandmother, and she was, my grandmother was like, how'd you sleep? Just sort of like normal host questions you ask. And Monica was like, not well. Like, I had this weird dream. And so she sort of thought it was like a dream. She just, like, wasn't sure what was going on. So she told my grandmother and was sort of, like, I woke up, and she said, who are you? She used to live here. And then Monica was like, yeah, I feel sort of guilty about this. I, like, directed her to your room.
That's very funny.
I told her, I don't live here. And
there. Go ahead.
And my grandmother was like, well, no one came to our room, so I don't know. And so since they're both artists, my grandmother was like, draw her. Like, draw a picture of her.
Holy shit.
So she did, and my grandmother was like, I've never seen this woman in my life. Like,
your grandmother was mad.
You're full of shit.
Monica, I'm sick of your bullshit.
Just like, this is not a guest in our home. I think it was more that, like, no, this lady is not staying with us, like, or whatever. It was interesting. And so the reason why I even, like, heard this story is because my grandparents kept that picture that Monica drew of this woman framed in that guest room. Oh. Which is a really scary homage almost.
Yes.
And cool though too.
I mean, it's really so what was fascinating about it is so Monica drew this picture, and then life just went on. She went back to Mexico.
Yeah.
They did, whatever. And my grandparents didn't think about it too much until like 6-8 months later or something. They said like within a year, like it was still like fairly fresh in their memory. And the house was new, like they had just bought it, and so they went to a party at the Historical Society in town, and there was all these archives, and they were meeting some of the town historians, and they were like, do you know the stories of your house? Do you know, like, how much did the real estate agent tell you and all that? And they were sort of like, no, like, obviously they knew it was an historical place. They have to, like, do renovations in a specific style. They, like, knew about that. But they were like, yeah, that house is actually, like, it was scandalous because the man who built it obviously like built it for him and his family, and then he on the side built a second house for his mistress.
He's rude.
I know. I was like,
that's
fucking
just how
white
it was
men,
back
dude.
then.
God.
I was like, who lives next door? He's like, don't worry about her.
Don't worry about it, babe.
But I want to meet her. Don't worry
Shut
about
up.
her. You don't want to know her.
I'll go over every day for a number of hours and make sure she doesn't
Also,
bother
will you
us.
please teach me how to read? No.
Can I vote? No.
Can I stop having kids? If you can manage it, yeah.
Can I take this corset off? No. So they were like, yeah, she was a lively figure in town.
Yeah.
Like she went out, she went to parties, she was well known. We actually have a number of photographs of her here.
Fuck.
And my grandparents were like, oh, wild. Yeah, we'd love to see the house. It was like a picture of her, I think, in front of the house, and then at a party in town. And like Frederick's not a very big place at all. And so they showed my grandparents the picture, and without my grandparents telling them anything about Monica or the drawing they had, they showed them the picture, straight up the same woman.
Oh,
like,
fuck.
truly the same woman. And they were like, we have to tell you guys something. And they went back like later that week and like brought the picture with them.
Oh my! Oh,
And,
I
like,
love that.
That's crazy.
It's so crazy. And when my grandmother told it, like, it was sort of frustrating because I was like, what'd they say? And what, like, so we know it's, all this stuff. And she, like, was sort of like, she, like, doesn't really remember their reaction. Like, she just sort of, like, tells it as a funny anecdote. And I'm
like, no, this is
an
wild.
insanely real ghost story. Like, and I have the picture of her on my phone.
Oh,
so
wow.
we can include it, like, when, when
I
you
would love that.
yeah. Do you guys want me to show it to you?
Yeah. I would love to see that.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So like, and then another member of the family, sometime later was staying in that room, and she was really sick, and like had the flu or something while she was staying there. Not like, she just had the flu.
Yeah.
And she, like, the next day was talking to, I think it was my grandmother's sister's daughter. Mm-hmm. And she was talking, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Like, thank you so much for like taking care of me last night.
Oh,
like,
fuck.
it was really like, I think it really helped. I'm feeling a lot better. And my grandmother was like, what are you talking about? What? I was asleep the whole night.
Your grandmother's
you made me like chicken noodles.
Yeah.
Your grandmother was like, I don't like children. I don't like sick people.
No, truly. And it's certainly not staying up in the middle of the night.
Oh my God.
And she, and then, they were like, well, who was it? And she was like, well, she was wearing this like white flowing dress, and she had curly hair, and my grandmother has curly hair. Although their hair colors are different, but like she was sick. It was the middle of the night. And so she described her, and this is the lady.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
And it's signed the lady of my dream at Marlborough House, Monica.
That's so amazing.
That was the name of their house, Marlborough House.
I love when a house has a name.
I do too.
That's how you know you're doing well. If you got a house with a name.
Yeah.
I mean, I call my house the compound, but
The compound?
yeah.
I call my house the compound. Sick. Ooh, that's so good.
She's so pretty.
Yeah.
She's so pretty. She has a beautiful hat on.
Yeah.
If you
And
would send that to us, we would love to include it.
Yes, I would love to.
That is so. Did you ever feel anything when you were visiting?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. And I also like had only slept in that room like one time.
Yeah.
Like, it was there was just so many other options. Like, and that room was like not fun. It was like too grown up. Everything was so old.
Yeah.
Like antique-y. And the
You're like,
basement
I
was
wanna
like a
break
lot
it.
more fun.
Oh,
Like,
give me that basement.
yeah.
All
Like
day long.
it had a dollhouse. Like, I'm like half the size of this room that we just like go nuts
That's also
for.
scary, too.
I know.
That's very scary.
But it was very cool. I actually saw it as a grown up, and I was like, this dollhouse is not that big. But as a child, it
Isn't
felt
that funny? Yeah.
huge.
Yes.
It's a big dollhouse, but like as a child, I was like, this is the biggest.
Yeah.
This is the same size as my house.
Yes.
But
I can walk inside this dollhouse.
I mean, remember playing in like boxes?
Yeah, and it
just
felt-
being like, this is the fucking coolest. I have so much privacy. And it was like,
I used to. All I did as a child was play in places that I was like, if I needed to, I could live here.
yeah.
yeah, for
And I
sure.
would imagine
needed
what
to.
living in that.
All the time.
I was always like, this is my new apartment. I felt like living on the stairs. One dumb memory I have is where I put a bunch of belts together and tried to lower myself off a staircase.
Oh my god.
It didn't work.
Did it?
No, the belts broke because they weren't leather. They were like just like plastic. And
I
like,
love
That is so
much.
funny. Oh,
Kids are the best.
that's such a good one. Do we have time for that?
let's see.
The experience one?
You're someone else coming in
time
like
is it?
5, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So, but do you have time, Cissy?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, it's not really a story.
Yeah.
Just that they had this house that was like a Civil War hospital, and
Oh, fuck.
and my grandparents never felt anything. We're sort of like indignant about it. Like, well, I've never seen her.
Yeah.
But my mom's younger brother and his wife stayed there when they were like newly married,
Yeah.
or not, maybe like new. They were still like in a very like honeymoon happy phase of their
Yes.
relationship, and they stayed there, and they just throughout the night, like the evening and then the night they were there, just started feeling like intensely sad and distant from each other, and they got in like a really bad fight, and they like never fought, and like were just like angry in a way that like neither of them really got angry like that, and like
that's-
they just
yeah.
felt like it was like really overwhelming, and they ended up leaving. They were like, we don't want to
Yeah.
stay any longer, and they drove home, and they said like halfway through the car ride they felt just like better.
It got.
And they didn't see anything, and they don't have like a
Yeah.
ghost story. They just have
But
this
just that
like
energy.
The energy was, and I never felt. I loved that house. Like it was
Yeah.
like next to a stream. It had a crazy old
Yeah.
barn where we would find like arrowheads and like just all sorts
Awesome.
of fun stuff. And my brother found like a Civil War bayonet. And, like,
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
He's
like-
like, Cissy.
yeah. And I'm like, that's how you died when I was your mom. Like,
That.
You found that same bayonet and fell on it.
my poor little brother. But yeah, so that's another house they had that like,
Yeah.
and they never felt that way there.
East Coast, man.
But I know.
A lot of energy there. Do you have time to listen to a ghost story?
Yes. Yeah.
Hey guys. So, this creepy thing happened to me recently. I was home alone in bed one night. My housemate was out somewhere else that night. And it was just me and my dog. It was about, I don't know, I was asleep. It was sometime during the night, about midnight or something. And I hear this noise in the living room, this clang or bang or something, and it
Clang,
wakes
bang,
me up.
trolley?
And
Charlie.
our house had been, our cars had been broken into a few times before this. So I wake up, check my phone to see what time it was. It was about midnight or 1. I go to the front of the house to check to see if our cars were okay. They were fine. I look around the house. I don't see anything, weird or out of place. And I go back to my bed and I look at my phone and I see that I've received some messages since I had gotten out of bed.
Oh.
Ew.
And it was my sister messaging me, and she said, my nephew, his name is Rami, she said, Rami just randomly looked at me and pointed to the wall and said, Mad Mommy is living in the wall, and he's 3. He said, Mad Mommy's living in the wall.
What?
And she said, what? What do you mean, Mad Mommy? Oh. And he says, red eyes in the wall.
Yuck.
And
now I have another
she
story
said,
I have to tell
where?
about.
And then he said,
A friend of mine's kid.
at Ife's house, at my house.
What?
So at this
her
point, I start freaking out, and I actually start crying because it's so freaky that as soon as I hear this strange noise in the living room, my nephew, in the middle of the night, tells my sister that there's something living in my walls.
Yuck.
So anyway, I turn all the lights on. I've never hugged my dog any harder, and just waited until the morning.
Don't worry, I never hugged my dog.
Oh my God. That's
Fiona.
That's
horrifying.
so scary.
Nephew is terrifying.
Set some boundaries with your sister. I would not want to get that text in the middle of the night.
No, I would need it.
I wonder if the sister's like, oh, this is funny.
Right. It's not at our house.
I guess if I don't know, if anyone's talking about me at all, good, bad, or ugly, send me a message about it.
Please, message me about it.
Please, I need to know if someone thinks there's an evil monster in my wall.
This happened to a friend of mine, and her daughter was seeing a spirit and having trouble sleeping.
Oh,
and
fuck.
I already love my friend, but this made me be like, you're the coolest, best mom. She believed her. So she went in her mom's Facebook group, which are a lot of people we know are in. And somebody recommended a medium who could figure it out. And did. And her daughter hasn't been seeing it. And been back to sleeping. But my friend is so sweet. She was worried because the owners of the property, one of them had died in the house.
Oh, shit.
And she was like, well, I don't want you to get rid of him if he still wants to be here, because this is that. So it's this really lovely
that is nice
honoring of what was going on. And the medium ended up telling her a lot of other stuff too about her daughter and sort of why she asked to come back this life, and it was really fascinating. But the part of it that I loved, sort of in terms of the saying yes and how improv can work with dementia or schizophrenia, she wasn't, she didn't tell her daughter you're crazy, go back to sleep.
Crazy.
She was like, okay, cool, we'll figure it out.
Oh,
and I'm so sorry, this is scary. And she slept
that's so
with them.
nice.
I know.
I will say that, for as much as my parents haven't always been supportive of everything I do, anytime I have something like this, they're they're always get holy water, dude. Maybe they launch into panic mode a little fast, but we gotta fight it.
We gotta fight it.
But they never deny it.
Yeah, that. I think in, at least with Christianity, it can be sort of a bad return, whereas I think the idea that ghosts can be really nice is a nice thought. This ghost of my grandparents' house.
I think it's not even just Christianity. I think everyone thinks ghosts must be bad. They are scary.
Right. For sure.
But it's not any worse than knowing that a next door neighbor might be able to hear you sometimes.
Right.
Might be able to hear you.
Yeah, that that if you can hear your neighbor, that maybe your neighbor hears you, and that's the worst of it.
I mean, I hate thinking about that. Whenever I hear my neighbors, I'm
now
like,
I really
fuck.
scared you.
Fuck
They hear me.
This has been so much fun.
Oh my, thanks for having me.
I wish we could talk for another hour, but
we should do a tarot card.
Yeah.
we keep saying
episode.
we do want to do like a slumber party episode sometime.
Yeah.
where we
God, I would love it.
It'll be 12 hours long.
Let's do it at the Grand California Hotel.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
We'll start a Patreon and get some money on that. Cissy, where can people find you if they need more of you in their life?
Oh, just JV on Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
UCB,
check out-
Franklin.
Yes, UCB
Friday nights
Franklin.
at 11.
Cissy's
Friday
so
nights at
funny.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
oh,
Cissy.
Thanks for
You're the
having me.
best.
Oh, thank you guys. Love you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.